This brief video is going to look at how you make use of MATLAB files which take the ending MLAPP, or so-called app files. We're talking in the context here of a first course in modelling in control, and you can see the basic page there. And what we want to focus on is the interactive resources and tutorials that are available in this course, and these make significant use of MATLAB files to reinforce and learn core concepts. Here we're going to focus on the MLAP files, which are detailed in section 6.8. So here's a quick picture of the page, and you'll see there are a number of files for various engineering scenarios. This video is going to focus on how those files are used and a rapid overview of what is available as of today. More may be available in the future. We're going to assume that you've already downloaded the zip file with all these app files as explained in an earlier video. So what we're going to do now is we're going to demonstrate the files and usage. So first, just a quick look at the website, okay, so that you can see the files. Sorry, I went to the wrong page. Here it is. So there you can see section 6.8, and if you scroll down, you'll see there's some pictures and a bit of information about all the different app files that are available. Now what I've done is I've gone to the MATLAB folder here, where those files have already been downloaded and stored, and you can see there are a number that are already available. Now the simplest way to run these files is just to type the name. So for example, if I take this model parameters file, type it in the command window, and then what will happen is this app will appear. So here it is. This is a very simple app, and you'll notice it's largely self-explanatory how to use. So press for new example. I've done that, and you'll see a new example appears, and in this case it wants you to guess what the time constant is, so I'll just put some random numbers in, 0.5, guess what the gain is, I'll put a random number, they're not correct, it doesn't matter, and then I can test my results, and you will see it shows you my estimate, which is this green dotted line, and the true answers with this blue line and the numbers down here. So that's an example of one app, and you'll see there is a number of other apps here, and to run them you simply type the name in the command window. Now there is an alternative. If I go here open, then I can open one of these files. So for example, let's open the behaviors file. There we go, open, and when I do that it will come in an editor window. I'm just waiting for it to open, which is it's not going to be instantaneous, but it's coming. Right, here we go. So now you'll see it's in the editor file. Now if you're in the editor file, you can also run it with this run button at the top. So if I press that run button, and now you'll see the GUI appears here. I'll just minimize the editor file, minimize some of these others so that you can see what's going on. And here you can see is the file, and again it should be largely self-explanatory how to use it. Here this has also got a button, press for a new example, and a test my results button at the bottom, and you can do another new example, test my results, and so on. So we see, hopefully it's largely intuitive how to use these apps. So some conclusions. We've illustrated that the use of the app files is largely intuitive. There are more notes and dedicated videos on the available apps and the engineering context on the website, section 6.8. You run the files by moving to the relevant folder and either typing the name in the command window or opening the file through the file editor and using the run option there. And just a warning, a lot of the files assume the use of the symbolic and control toolboxes. So if you get a file not found error or something else, it's possible you haven't got one of these toolboxes.